What do you reckon to that then? Absolutely superb, isn't it? And I'm fishing here today. I'm fishing it over low water. I'm at Sandylands at, let me get the wind right. There, I'm at Sandylands and gonna fish over low water. So I'm right looking forward to it. And we're gonna catch ourselves some fish. So let's just cut for the intro. Right, I just started the camera and thought it's still on 2 hours, and it was on 2 hours when I did my first bit of filming, and then there was that deadly silence, weren't there, and I thought, what am I going to say now, and I got lost. But yeah, since I've been here, the water's gone out to there now. Low water is at 5 PM and the time now is 2:15. I've got a guest coming down today, hopefully. I think he'll be here, and it's really good. We've got Bruce over our shoulder. I've had a chat with him. He's a nice bloke. He's come from, well, he started off at Cleethorpes, I think, or Grimsby, and he's come down to here to do some karate or kung fu or whatever discipline it is. But everything's all good. We're all having fun. I'm now gonna cast this rod out. We've got the Kenzaki teamed up with the Pen Fathom 12, and we've got a new rig tied with my new red beads, 3mm beads. Them don't need any bigger really. 6 ounce weight SKM with squid bait. First one to go out. I have got crab and black lug and other stuff as well, so hopefully it'll all be good. So we're going to get this out. First cast, let's hope nothing go wrong, eh? But yeah, we've got a guest coming down. I'm sorry about the wind. I'm hoping that this sock of mine will do the best it's ever done, but it's certainly a bit windy today and desolate. This is why I used to fish, why I fish the river, isn't it? Because it's easier. But I'm on firm sand, so let's see what happens. Bloody marvellous that. It's dead straight. It whirled in the wind. I've got an east-southeast wind. That's a shit one really. Oh, just swore. That's not good for my algorithm, is it? Bloody hell. That has swung round to the left. It might be one of these tides that's pretty hard to fish, I think. Yeah, it might be, mightn't it? That's not good, is it? Tide's going out, so it is going to move from right to left. So I need to cast to the right. Bruce has gone now. I don't know his name, that's why I'm calling him Bruce. Nothing hysterical or funny about that. It's just the first thing come in my mind, really. Let's get you round here. That's better. Now, can you hear me, mother? Can you hear me? Yeah, we've got a special guest coming today. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm just going to turn it on for you to get excited. Now I was a bit shocked when I cast that in and saw it had gone to the left, but I've remembered tide's going out, so it goes from right to left. I'm right excited about this. I'm fishing over low water because I can't wait until, well, high tide is at, well, it's stupid o'clock, isn't it? It's 11 o'clock tonight, I think, high tide. So I don't want to fish that because 12, 1, 3 o'clock in the morning I'd get them. You know, I am not in my 30s anymore. Or 40s, I'd have done it in my 40s probably. I did do, if I was fishing. But yeah, I was definitely fishing in my 30s, so I'd have done it then. I've got a hat with a neck thing on. I don't want you to laugh and say, Vern, you look a bit camp, because I don't. It's because I'm ginger, and us gingers have got to watch that sun because it just cooks you. I was fishing Saturday in an overcast environment and got sunburned. So be warned, you know, look after your skin, get that suntan oil on and wear a bloody hat. I've got my favourite hat on. I've got another one that I wear at home and that I used to wear in the camper van. I've brought 2 rods with me, but I've been told to fish 1. John has told me to fish 2, but I might fish 2 when it gets nearer to low water. Low water, like I say, is about 5 o'clock. It's about 10 to 5, quarter to 5. It might even be 4:58, something like that. But it don't matter, does it? In the great scheme of things, it don't matter. So I might get a second rod out and fish 2 rods back. But it's literally fishing now, and I want to get another rig out, which I'm going to do now. My rig bag, wallet. All new rigs with my new red beads. I bought these red beads and they're absolutely brilliant. I bought them off eBay. I got 1,000 beads for £2.50, £3. And now the traders stopped trading. I can't even leave feedback, so I don't know what's happened there. Bit gutted really, because I would have bought 3,000. I don't think I'll ever use all 1,000 beads because I take the beads off and reuse them again. So I'm hoping there's going to be no rain. I've only brought a hoodie. I haven't got a coat. I should have put my coat in there instead of my hoodie, but I'm hoping it ain't going to rain, so I didn't bring my coat. Work that one out. I'm going to put a weight on this. I'll put another 6-ounce weight because that one's holding. You know, but you can only catch a fisher there. But I always fish this beach at high water, so this is a new one for me. I've fished it from low up, I've done that. I've never fished it over, so I am looking forward to it. This wind, I think it's going to get a little bit worse, and then it's going to get better. Now what we want is a crack and bite and a slack line, don't we? Where's that sun gone? Down there looks like there's a bit of sea mist, look. See it down there? Yeah, it probably won't pick it up on a GoPro. It looks like there's a bit of sea mist. Sun's out again. Right. Well, sun come out then, but it's behind clouds again. That's not good, is it? I don't like that at all. But what we're going to do is, wind's blowing this way. I think if I talk like this, it sounds better. What I'm going to do is move my rods further down, and I'll probably leave my tripod there. I think I'm just going to fish the one rod. It's moved to the left a little bit, so if we have 2 rods there today in this tide, I might get tangled up, and when the special guest turns up, yeah, it'll be harder, won't it? So, and this way I can fish solidly just with 1 rig and 1 rig baited up. Otherwise I'll have to have 2. If I'm fishing a mark like this over high water, and I'm looking at this now, and you're probably fishing into 2 meters of water by the looks of it, so it's a good deep beach even for here. Then you've got the luxury of having 2 rods, haven't you? Because you can rock up, the water's coming in, you're getting baited up, get everything ready, done. But here you're rushing, you're following the water out and then in. I know I've got a few hours. I've been recommended to use 1 rod, and that's what I'm going to do. It's over there now. I need to walk over here and cast over here. Probably wrap my line around that red thing on the end of that outfall pipe, but never mind. And there we are. I don't know if you can see the haziness, which will be probably the seawater. I don't know what it is. Can't be sand because the sand's wet. But yeah, here we are. Look at that sky. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And down there we've got Hut Off. Like I say, I'm fishing at Sandylands, and yeah, I always fish here. I like this mark, but I do get despondent with it. But I've got to fish these Lincolnshire beaches a bit more now, because it is easier to walk straight on the beach, because I can walk that. It's a bit slower walking back. Thank you, Colin, for last weekend, which was the last previous 2 videos, for helping me. Well, basically you took my trolley up the slope, down the slope, up the slope, and you took it to the top of the hill, and I took it down the slope, and you took it on one occasion to the beach. I appreciate that. And for the breakfast, I weren't expecting that either, because if you hadn't cooked that, I didn't have time to cook my hot dogs, which got thrown in the bin because I figured they'd been out too long. Anyhow, I'll keep fishing. I've got another one baited up. We've got carp on this one. We'll see what happens. Can't beat a bit of crab, can you? See you in a bit. Well, I don't know when my special guest is coming. I really don't know. Yeah, bloody hell, Tom. Fancy meeting you here, mate. Hey, come do a bit of fishing.
I think I might do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I've only got 1 rod out. It's moving from right to left at the minute, so I just thought it seems a bit rushed. I've just had to move from there to there, and high waters at low waters at, got another 2 hours before now. It'll go past this thing. Got all your stuff then?
Everything, yeah.
Well, mate, it's nice seeing you here. I can't believe it. We'll see you in a bit. Right, let's check what's on this. Can't leave it out there for 2.5 hours, can I, John? Right, let's get this casted out. Something had hit that bait because it had moved, unless it was the impact into the water, but I wrapped it round the eye of the hook properly and everything, so we'll see. Right, what are we looking at here? Am I in shot? Might as well gain an extra 8 yards, haven't we? Oh, sun's out. I put my hoodie on, not that it's cold, I just put it on. Felt that one a bit on my hip. But it went straight. I'm chuffed to bits. There's 2 good casts now. Mind you, I had 2 last time, didn't I? And then it went a bit wayward. I should have moved it all up with my tripod. This is all a learning curve, this fishing low water, but we're giving it a go, aren't we? Gonna have to move up again. So Tom's there. He does love a sunny day, does this lad. He's doing some practice casting now. And he don't know it yet, but I'm giving him the reels that he always used, because I ain't got room for him in my garage anymore. And they can go in his box. Right, I need to move up another 20 yards. It's relentless, isn't it? This is why people say travel light. 2 rods would be a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep watching this, right? I'm going to shift it all up. Let me just show you this bait. Don't know what happened there, whether it was the impact in. It was still fishing because I've got the semicircle or whatever hook it is. I think it's whatever. It's bloody sharp. I had one in my thumb the other day. So let me show you me spool. I can't whack it out much now, but yeah, I've walked back, what, from where I was casting, probably 15 yards, so it's down to the second goal band. I am out fishing at a good distance with bait there, and it's right in front of my tripod, so I'm gonna move everything down and start fishing down there. The time is now 3:05. I'll tell you what I might do. I might bait that up first, then move all my gear down. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And then I'll bring you back and we'll have a little chat about something. I don't know what, but we might have a chat. I am feeling happier now, but I can tell you for one, when I was driving here, I weren't too happy. Well, that's I've moved further down now towards the water. As you can see, I'm closer. So I'm down here, and that's all the beach which is exposed. So yeah, I've just moved down. I've just quickly made a bait up on a pulley pennel rig that I tied this morning for Tom, with squid and crab on it. So Tom's had a food practice cast because he hasn't been fishing since last year, and got on okay, and he's now starting to fish, and he's using the box I bought him as well. So the box he used to use before, it used to cripple him. He's a big lad, and this box used to tip and be right into his back, but as that was the only box I had to give him at the time. But he's got a Shakespeare box now, and he bought a backrest for it and fitted it. So nothing as of yet. This fishing over low water ain't working out, is it? But you've got to have the fish here. Last night there was some good fish caught down Skeggy way. Perhaps I should have gone to Trunch, I don't know, but I wanted to come here because I've always got unfinished business here, and that's why I'm here, see if we can sort it out. So that's the main thing. It's I hope you can hear all right, because it is windy. Right, coming here, the bloody drive was terrible. I'm there on 60-mile-an-hour roads, and I'm doing 40 mile an hour because there's some plonker up front. And yeah, he was old as I overtook him, and he was quite happy. But I'd have been more happy if he was laughing, knowing that he was holding everyone up. I had to overtake, I think, 4 cars in a caravan. Nobody else was going to overtake. We're now in this world where overtaking, can't go on the wrong side of the road if it's clear and safe. Now we just sit here and just poodle along at bloody 45. I don't know what's happened to people. If you went back in the 70s and 80s, people would absolutely boom, 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 like that. Yeah, now it's just motorbikes. But yeah, and then what else happened? Road positioning. Hope Tom ain't gone over me. I think I'm straight out. I walk to the right. What I was going to say, yeah, road positioning. The amount of times you get stuck behind people because they leave the back end out because they don't pull parallel to turn right, or if there's a box to turn right that you slip into to turn right, so the traffic can keep flowing. They don't go in it, do they? I don't know. It is chronic, to be honest. It was a lovely drive there. I think it took me 1 hour and 25 minutes, which isn't too bad. But I could have. It's not a case of getting there sooner. You just want a nice steady drive so that you're not just. I mean, I could undo the door and get out and walk quicker. And petrol, I put in. Well, I reckon I put in 70 quid. 70 quid, and I've come here Friday night and went home Saturday. I didn't do what I was going to do, go to the Humber and then come here. I just come here because I figured it'd be less miles for a start, and I'm fishing on a beach. And it was quids in really, because I met Colin at long last and had a right good time. So that was good meeting you, Colin, but I've already said that. You know it, mate, you know it. Anyhow, I looked at my mileage today and I'm at 200 and... well, I'm in the low 200s, it might be 230. So by the time I get home, it's going to be nearly time, because I fill up. Once I get over 300 miles, I fill up. And I have to brim me tank, because my gauge don't work. So, that's going to be another 70 quid. So, fishing 2 trips to the coast is 70 quid. So that's like £35, 35 pound a trip. I'm glad that I enjoy fishing and I love it. I really am, because that's a lot of money, isn't it? I stopped fishing years ago when I had kids. We didn't seem to have any money, and what was happening was the wife was spending all her money on the kids. It was just going, there was no spare money, and which is fine, that's what you do when you have kids, doesn't it? But my money paid for the bills and this, that and the other, and I ended up with 50 quid at the end of the week. And I'd go fishing and it would be 20 quid I think back then to go fishing and for bait and for fuel. That's the difference, 20 quid for bait and fuel. And that left me 30 quid, and then I couldn't get the kids anything, or if I did I spent it, and I felt bad about it, and that's why I gave up fishing all them years ago. Well, that was a lot of years missed. It was like 25 years of fishing that I never did, and I'm gutted for that now, really am gutted, because there I am now fishing again regular, but I've got this hip that's causing me hassle in aggro. Well, I'm going to keep fishing until I can't get out of the vehicle, until I can't get in the vehicle. And by then, or a long time before then, I'll have me new hip. But yeah, you look back at life and you think of missed opportunities, and everyone does it, no matter what it is, everyone does it. But it's, yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? I just wish now that I hadn't stopped fishing and we'd looked at our finances and I'd have gone, what? And I could have kept going fishing, couldn't I? Even if it was just once or twice, because I only fished for myself then. I didn't film then. Didn't even know about YouTube then. Didn't even think it was going, was it? But yeah, so that's my drive there. You just can't make it out, can you? That you got all these people that potter along at 45, just and it just rolls you up, doesn't it? And then, you know, you've got to calm down, ain't you? I mean, I'm not there foaming at the mouth. I'm just shaking my head thinking, what a load of pricks. There was one bloke driving along at 55. I mean, we're in a 60. For God's sake, do 60. If it's icy, obviously not. But he was doing 55 to 50 and he had the camera in the front of his car. In his hybrid car. He didn't even look old. What a tool. A dash cam is, isn't it? It's an absolute cracking tool, isn't it? The aeroplane's up above now. So anyhow, I went past him and overtook him. But they're always, you know, it's probably a bloody weekend cyclist, isn't it, if they got a camera in the dashboard of the car. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Where's this bloody aeroplane? There he is. Yeah, I don't know why I'm pointing, because you wouldn't see it, will you? You can hear it though, surely. I think he's got his afterburners on. What we want is some low flying across the water. That's what we want, isn't it? Low flying across the water. Like that. We're getting a bit excited then, weren't we? A bit like Christmas time when I was 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. 13, maybe 13, or was that the year I got the stereo and it got ripped away from me from my father? I don't know. That weren't a good Christmas day, I'll tell you. Total balls up. But yeah, you're always happy as a child, aren't you, when Christmas comes along? You're like, woohoo! Yeah, I'm dead straight out, Holden Bottom. It's great. There's no tidal pull. I'm not fishing 2 rods. I'm sorry, John. I know you would, mate, but you're a professional. I'm having a day at low water fishing. I'm having a cushy-ish time, and I'm gonna monitor. I've got another rig tied up ready for bait, crab and squid. There's got to be something out there, ain't there? For bloody hell. Then we got to rush back, haven't we? I think when I get halfway back, I might call it a day. I am here to fish low water. I could stay here and fish high water, But 3 o'clock, 4, 5, you know, you're then getting on. You ain't gonna really catch anything over that middle bit because it's so flat, as you can see here. Yeah, where Tom is stood, it's quite flat with a gradient going up. It's only when the water gets into the beach, where it starts climbing up the beach, that you then end up getting 1.5 to 2 meters depth, depending on tide, you know. So yeah, I'm here to fish low water, and you just got to suck it up and see, ain't you? And at some point then just decide, right, let's pack up and go home, because you then got to wait for it to get in there, which will be 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night the time it hits there, I reckon, somewhere around there. And then it's gonna be 9, 10, 11, like I say, it's gonna be like midnight. I ain't gonna get them till 3 in the morning. So that's what we're doing. We're here to fish low water and give it a go. Fishing the one rod. I wish I'd have brought that second rod out of my van. It's in the bloody way. Never mind, we'll cope. I'll see you in a minute. I'm gonna keep watching this rod. Now let me show you what it's like to watch a rod, for those that don't know. That's it. Or you could be over here. And that's what it's like to watch a fishing rod, until it goes like that. When it goes like that, you give it a big tug and start reeling it in. Give it a good yank. Hopefully we'll have a fish on it. Right, over there, there's a white aeroplane, and I kid you not, that's a bloody big aeroplane. And I'll tell you what it's doing. It's going round and round in circles there. Now, why is it doing that? Why is it flying? It's flown all over there, round twice, and I bet you it comes back again. Now, there's aeroplanes shooting that way, there's one shooting that way. Now they're fine, they're going somewhere, but he's going round in circles, and I bet you he's putting that stuff out, isn't he, to cause rain clouds. They forecast rain here this afternoon at some point, 10% chance. I reckon he's emptying clouds out of that aeroplane to cause rain. They actually admitted that in Saudi Arabia, didn't they? You know, when they had all them floods. Did you notice that Greta and her mob and all the other, that bloody idiot who does the, what's his name? I can't remember. In the bloody forces, weren't he? He's another eco-zealot, isn't he? Notice none of them actually said when they had all them floods in Saudi Arabia that it was due to climate change, did they? Because they actually admitted it on the news, I heard, that they'd been spraying all the bloody skies with stuff to create rain clouds. Only they got the maths wrong, didn't they, and caused flooding. I didn't hear any climate change about that. I bet you that plane is up there trying to cause a rain cloud to ruin my fishing session, so I get wet, just because I forgot my coat in the van and I brought my hoodie instead. Do out to bloody stop me fishing, wouldn't they? Right, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? If they do, I'll put a complaint in somewhere. Don't know where, but I'll figure it out. We're still here. We're at Sandylands. Tom has got a rig baited up ready, same as me. He's got it out there. We are fishing. We've got an hour to low water. I don't know how much filming I've done, how long this video will be, but I'm a little bit more stuck for time on these videos because well, it all seems a bit of a rush. I'm going to bring this in and cast out again because we've gone out another 10-15 yards. So I'm going to bring that in. We're out a long way. I've never fished this far out on this coast before. So I'm going to get it and walk right down there. Might have to take my gear all down there. Well, we're getting the clays now. My line has got clay on it. Have I got weed on this? No weed. Well, I'll tell you what, it's shallow there. Bloody bait's gone, the robin gets. Well, not only have I got someone trying to create rain clouds over me, there's bloody crabs out there eating my bait. I had that Saturday. Towards the end, as tide went down. Mind you, this is nearly gone. Right, let's get this. Crabs have nicked me bait, Tom. Right. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring you. I'm gonna move my tripod down. Do what I said last time. Move my tripod down, and then I can just trolley everything else down. See you in a bit. Hey, I'm back. Right, I've took my tripod down. I've now come back for you because you're a special part of this video. I need you with me. Need the support. And I've got my bucket of water, then I'll go back for the other. That's better. I ain't walking backwards and forwards loads of times now. Right. Get this cast out there. Oh, it's going to go out long. We never cast this far before. Look at this. Right, let's check I'm in frame, eh? Yeah. Just clean the lens. Casting like a demon, aren't they? Casting like a demon. They can send them rain clouds on me. It ain't gonna stop my enthusiasm for this. I tell you, that went out straight and a good distance. Look at that. I'm chuffed with that. With my hip. And I'm still knackered from the weekend, to be honest. So yeah. Anyhow, that's a Penn Fathom 12 SD2. I've got a rubber strap, which is a cricket back rubber, and I just cut it to fit around the foot of the reel, and I do that also on my Abus, all reels that I use like that for casting. Last ages and ages and ages. So look, this is where we are now. Look at that, all the way down there. I am right at the end of that. See that? That's the outfall pipe. So I'm probably about where I casted, probably about 15 yards past that outfall pipe, but I'm back just within it. Time is 4:10. And there's a load more clouds in the sky. Now you tell me what's all that about. A minute ago it was blue skies, weren't it? Now look at it, look, see? They're cloud bursting, that's what they are. They're doing a bit of Kate Bush, aren't they? That's what they're doing, trying to wreck my fishing trip that gets. I feel like I fart in a thunderstorm out this far on the beach in this wind, because it's a bit gusty, but it's a bit better now. But yeah, it's going all right, isn't it? It's going all right. We'll be all right. We will be all right. Anyhow, rods are out. Look, we've got the Kenzaki. Is it? I never remember what it is. Is it 13'6" or 13 foot? Yeah, 13'6", I think. Cast up to 7 ounce, but I've had 8 on it. 4 to 7 ounce casting weight. If I put an 8 ounce weight on, that means the conditions are pretty bad, and you don't want to be out far because there's either weed or there's a strong tide pull. So I chuck an 8 ounce with bait on that. But I only do an overhead thump. You're not putting any pressure in the rod or anything like that. I would not cast 8 ounce off the ground or a pendulum if I could do it. But yeah. Anyhow, on the rod front, I've got a new rod coming. Yeah. Yeah, wife coming on her birthday, because her birthday was Thursday. Thursday the 9th of May, mine's the 12th of May, because we're like twins, you see, me and the wife, apart from I'm the better looking one, you know, can't help that, can we? You're born what you're given with, aren't you? And I was given with a lot. Yeah, wife was shook around in the barrel a bit, bruised, but I got a new rod. So I was sat there, I said to the wife, right, we're going off for a meal in a minute for your birthday, because I took her out for a meal. I got a barbecue at them. I think, well, they were both good, they were both lovely. The meal was absolutely scrumptious, and it was great having the family round, just listening to some music, drinking some beers, cooking some meat, eating some meat. And the wife's cough has gone. She was that bad yesterday on my birthday. I was saying to her, let's get you down the hospital, but it's all off her chest now. So it was all that Vicks I've been rubbing in, got it off, and she's better today, because I said to her, you're not coughing. This was after she said to me, I ain't coughing as much. So yeah, anyhow, where am I getting there? Where am I getting? I've lost my track now. Yeah, anyhow, before we went for the meal, I said, there, you see that there? She went, yeah. I said, do you mind if I buy that? She said, I don't care. So I got myself another Ziplex. So I'm not telling you what one it is. You'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I need a couple more now, and then I've got the full set for me, and then that's it. And I only get them if they're the right price. But my main go-to rods are these Kenzakis. That's what I use on the beach. When I decide I want to take a Ziplex or two, because it'll be 2, I'll take 2 that are related to each other, and that makes a change, you know. That's what's enjoyable for me, and then I'll fish them. And yeah, I've had nothing yet. I thought I'd had a bite. I was right chuffed with Trunch Saturday and Friday night and Saturday morning. But yeah, you got to be here to be in it and win it, ain't you? The sun's out again now. But look at these clouds now. Look at them all. Can you see them all? Where have they all come from? Come out the back of that airplane, I reckon. Right. Before I get soft and savage about that, I'm going to get on my way and I'll bring you back when I reel that in. That's coming out with some force, isn't it?
Surprised.
Oh, that ain't now going to flood us out, is it?
I don't think so.
Deep water. Yeah, you need to be careful. Certainly more surfy over there than this side, isn't it?
Good luck, yeah.
I reckon. Yeah, we've got shallow surf here. Must be deeper here then, you'd have thought, wouldn't it? Out there. Bloody, look at that crab leg. Aye. Crab leg.
I think it's getting deeper in now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That ain't going to come over there and flood us out, is it?
I don't know. I'm going to rod into this bit here.
Do you reckon that'd be worth a try?
It might be.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I might chuck that shitty crab one there.
It's quite deep.
This is where it goes down your welly.
Yeah, be careful.
You what?
It's quite deep.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're stood here and we're like covered already.
Yeah, it is. It is coming over, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the time? That ain't,
22.
yeah, that ain't turned yet, is it? Should I chuck one in there?
I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot more surfier down there, so it must be a lot more shallower. But if there's any bass, they'll be down there, wouldn't they? Mind if there's any bass and small fish coming out of there. I used to walk along that. I guess it's all green slimy up top now.
Yeah. Break your neck on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, would it? Well, it's a nice way for a different afternoon for you, Tom, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Makes a change for coming out and fishing instead of driving out and editing for a Monday.
Yeah, just do a bit tonight.
Yeah, well.
Then make sure you go to bed early then. You got to be playing Fallout, do you?
I've been playing it.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a good game that. You watched the series?
No, I ain't watched it yet. It's on telly, isn't it?
Episode good.
Is it?
Really, really good.
Yeah, probably watch it then. But yeah, I'm now going to probably reel this one in. And I might chuck it over there. And try one over there. And then bait another one up. It is. Can't believe we ain't had nothing.
I told you it's Cursed Beach.
It is a this is a cursed beach. That's what it is, isn't it, Tom? It is a cursed beach.
Never seem to catch it.
I ain't going to catch a dab on them hooks, so. Well, you might do. They swallow anything, don't they? I'll probably leave that rod 10 minutes, then chuck one in there for a few minutes, and then make up another big squid bait and hull it out. Yeah. What are you going from here? Are you going up?
I probably will be, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my tea. I'll save her, mate, and she can get her tea then, because by the time I get home, it'll be getting late.
About 7, 8 o'clock by the time we get home, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. Well, I'm gonna definitely fish till 7. We'll know, because when you, I mean, to be honest, where I started, where you see that, because there's like, I've moved 3 times, haven't I?
You don't realise it's quite far back, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. But what I'll probably do is when I get back to there and say, that's it. This is where we're at. Them clouds are still there, but they're looking at me now. I think it didn't work. So I'm going to keep fishing. I'm going to stay dry. And hopefully we'll catch a fish, Tom, won't we, eh? What do you reckon?
I'm hoping so. I think you might get something if you stick it in that.
Yeah?
It's getting deeper now, look. Proper coming out, it's coming out quick.
This is where I should have a sniper rod.
A little tiny one.
John said take the sniper rod and you'll be able to just chuck it in and get a flatty or something.
Yeah.
And I went, no, I've been told. And to be honest, when I come here and fish normally, and it's sort of like I'm fishing the tide coming up, I'll come down there with one rod and leave the other rod down there, because it's hard work. And I should have realised that, but I could have brought my little one, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I'll know for next time when I just to chuck it in there, see what's there. Unless you chuck it in. Yeah, unless you chuck it in, you don't know, do you? Anyhow, I'll keep watching this. I'll reel it in a bit. I've got another bait, and I'll chuck it out there or chuck it in that pond over there. See you in a bit. Bloody Tom's only gone and done it, hasn't he? He's caught himself a fish. Let's go have a look. He always out catches me, doesn't he? I always get out caught. Rubbish, isn't it? Absolute rubbish. Mate, yes, a turbot.
Is it?
Yeah, get it over in my bucket and put it in my bucket. Unhook your thing. I'll unhook it for you if you like.
Yeah.
So Tom has caught himself a turbot.
That's a new species.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I've come to catch.
That caught it for you.
Tom's caught it for me. I don't need to now, do I? Bloody hell. Well, it just shows, doesn't it? It's worth catching fish in low water. Right, I'll get this unhooked and I'll bring you back, and Tom can sort his rig out and cast out again, because I'll get mine out. See you in a bit. There you go. What an absolute booty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me get out there. What an absolute booty, mate.
Happy with that?
Yeah, you happy?
That's certainly different.
First turbot. Let's get that chuck back then. Give it a bit of a chuck over the wave, wouldn't you? That's it. Over that one. That's brilliant, mate. Great one. No blood, no nothing. Yeah. Chuffed to bits for you, mate.
I was on a full squid now as well.
Yeah.
Entire whole one. I was expecting something bigger, but that was alright.
I feel as though I've got to cast out there because it's in your ammo, isn't it? That's the problem. Once you learn to cast a little bit further, you want to do it, don't you? Now, there goes Tom casting. Just can't see how far he's going. I think he's over the waves. What should I have done? Should I have just chucked it in that pond there? Probably I should have done, but do you know what? I'm going to come back here again and fish again. I can't see an issue with it at all. And what I'll probably do is bring my sniper rod to chuck it in there with a flapper rig on. I was going to chuck in that little pond there. Water's coming out. I've been told bass coming. But Tom's caught a turbot, and that's what I want to catch, is a turbot. And the only thing is, he had squid on that, but I've got squid on mine, but mine's squid and crab. I'm sure it'll take that, but it's what it is, isn't it? You can only cast where you're casting with the bait you got for as long as you fish for, and hopefully we'll catch. If you don't, you don't. But I'm gonna get that rig baited up again, because I'm double pattern now. Well, what I'm actually doing is I'm pre-baiting a rig so it's ready all the time. We unhooked that turbot. It came off quite easy. I used the Gemini disgorger, got the hook up the right way, give it a flick, on it went the sand, put it back in the bucket to have a minute, fired the camera up, and you saw it go back. Hopefully it'll get £2, £3 next time. But what would that have been, about £1? It was a nice sized turbot. It's bigger than anyone I've caught before, possibly. I've caught two, I think. One was dinner plate size and one was bigger. But there, at least one of us has caught, and that's the main thing. So it's made it worthwhile for Tom. Look, over there, there's a bloody telephone aerial, I would say, unless it's a TV aerial. But whatever it is, you don't get a bloody good signal there, I'll tell you. Right, I'm going to bait up a full squid next, and Bugger. Be nice to catch a fish, wouldn't it? Be nice to catch a fish. Can't have Tom beat me, can I? Can't have Tom beat me, but I ain't bothered about that. But I would love to catch a turbot. That's what I am bothered about. I'm so pleased Tom's caught his, but now I want to catch mine. I'll see you in a bit. I started the walk back and I had to take my box further back because it was on the trolley. But I'm now taking it this way, so I've got somewhere to sit and watch this rod. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier. Tom's casting in the water, he stood in the water. Doing all right. Yeah, what was I then saying? Oh yeah, because this sand is firm as anything, been casting really well. I think the last cast but one, 2 casts back, I did a cast and it was, I give it a bit more graunch, and my hip hurt. So it's, just depends how much graunch you put in. On a steady cast though, it's perfectly alright. But yeah, I've got my trolley and stuff there, but I'll just carry this back and then go back for the tripod. It's quite easy going back, following the tide in. It's just back the clicker off on your drag, on your reel, and just pick your tripod up and walk back. If you don't have a bucket of water, then you don't have to go back for that either. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed today. It's been nice fishing this. Ain't something I've done here before. Nope, not at all. I've fished low water and back up a bit at Wivensea. But if it enables me to fish during the daylight hours when the sun is out, it's a lot better. More comfortable, it's warmer, you don't have to mess around with too many lights. I've only got the light that's underneath this camera now, and well, I ain't catching, but there's fish there, isn't there, because Tom has caught a turbot. I'm pleased for him that he's caught that. It's a new species to Tom, and for him to come here and actually catch, it's good. It is good. So now it's just for me to catch, isn't it? Now what have I done? I've got pulley rigs on and I've got size 1/2 hook. Same, I think Tom's got 1/2s on. They look 1/2 anyhow. And then I've got a semicircle, and they're sharp as the pennel hook, and they are sharp as buggery. I had one in my thumb on Saturday, had to yank that out. That didn't want to come out. I had to pull the skin tight and then just yank the hook because it had gone past the barb. So I've had pulley pennel rigs today, and I've had full squid, crab and squid, crab and squid, crab and squid, crab and squid. I think I've got there now squid and black lug. After that it'll just be squid, I think. There's a great big holler here right in front of me here, look. Just to the left of the rod is a holler, and it might be a good idea when I'm back up the beach is to try and get one in there. But it is quite shallow out there, and to the right it's even more shallower, so it is slightly deeper here than down there because there's more breakers. You've probably got 6 or 7 waves there, whereas you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so when I shoo you down to the right, down that way, you could see there was a lot more surf. So to me that means that down that way to the right is shallower. I'm just glad to see something else out of here rather than a dab. And the dabs are a little bit thin on the ground. But then Tom's now got a 2-hook flapper on, so he's fishing a 2-hook flapper. And I'm afraid to say I'm still on the pulley pennel rig, Andrew. And they ain't working because the flapper rigs are king. See you in a bit. At least I was still fishing. At least it had bait on, it was still fishing, so that's the main thing. We'll get this chuck back. I've reeled in basically because we're ready for another move back. So I think Tom's stopping another half an hour and then he's off. So I'll be fishing a little bit longer than that, just so it gives me a chance to actually catch a fish. But when Tom walks off the beach, if I ain't caught, he's beat me. That one went slightly to the left, but my hip has started to hurt a touch, so I ain't fussed about that. Nice and far though. Same distance virtually as most of the other ones. Not as far. Getting tired now. Session's getting on, isn't it? So, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? At 56. It's my birthday yesterday. Yeah. Thank you to everyone that said happy birthday on YouTube. Thank you to everyone that said happy birthday on Facebook. I don't think anyone said happy birthday on Instagram, but if you did, thank you very much. I just haven't seen it yet. So, yeah. It's nice, isn't it? It's not nice being 56. I was fit when I was young though. I mean, I was super fit. Super fit I was. So, you can't have it always, can you? Can't have it always. Right, let's go get this rod. There you have it. So I'll bait this rig that I've just pulled in. I'll bait it up again, and probably just put a squid on it. When the water gets to here, I'll go over there and fish it up to there, and then from, well, I'm saying over there, you can't see it, but that's where I started from. From there, it's pretty much flat going down. So once the water hits there, it's going to be coming in. So I shall be packing up and going at that point once it gets close. What I'll do is I'll reel in and I'll just walk up to the slope of the beach and pack up. So, you out again, Tom?
No, I'm doing my last one.
You brought that back here?
Yeah. Do you want the leftover squid bait?
So you're not putting it in your freezer?
It's going to stink out in it.
Well, you can bring it and put it in that bag and I'll freeze it. And then we'll just use it whenever you're here, whether you're using that squid or any squid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got another cast out and that's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been different.
You've caught, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's
There's
no
still
blank.
time for you, yeah?
No blank for Tom. I'm going to do another squid and black lug, I think, and then by the time I get to there, Tom, where I started, once the water starts getting near, I'll pack up and just walk back.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually going to go to Skegness, and I'm getting sausage and chips. I'm not going to push the boat out because I've only got a £5, but I'm going to get sausage and chips and a can of pop. That's my tea, and that's that. Because I'm doing that because that'll save the wife from cooking, you see. So I'm doing her a favour, isn't it? So yeah, it is nice, Tom, isn't it?
Yeah, this is ever so nice, yeah.
The water and the sand and your turbot.
My turbot.
Yeah, get. Well, we're on the move again. I've just casted that one out. I've changed the bait on the pulley rig, Still on bloody pulley rigs, isn't there? I'll put that there. We shall move over slightly so that I can watch my rod from there at an angle. It's always better to watch your rod tips from the side. And yeah. I'll go get my rod. There you have it. Absolutely fantastic. Tom is packing his gear away. Tom is hungry. The old hangry monster's coming out and he's packing his gear away. He's told Tanisha to put it in the oven. So just to keep it up. So in about an hour and a half. Well, about an hour and 50 minutes by the time he gets off the beach, Tom will be eating. Me, I'll be probably walking up the beach, but then I won't be far behind because I'm going to Skeg, and I'm going to get a bag of chip. Well, don't get a bag nowadays, do you? I'm going to get sausage and chips. Look at how much the fuel is at Asda. Get some fuel. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Price of fuel, isn't it? I mean, from what I said to you early on about me, it costing about 20 quid. 20 odd quid, 25 quid probably with bait and diesel. Petrol then, actually, petrol then. I was either fishing that in my Scirocco or a Peugeot 406. What a shit. Well, what a shit car was it? It's what it is. But again, we bought a car that we then had to repair because there was faults with it. But what I'll do is when this water comes in, so yeah, and fuel price has gone up. Absolutely ridiculous. They've dropped down a few p now, as if we're supposed to go, oh, thank you very much. Why can't they go back down to £1.32? I mean, bloody hell. I'm saying 89p because I seem to remember diesel being at 89p. That must have been years ago. I remember it went up to like £1.20 odd and there was all these bloody hoo-ha and people creating, and because now they just accept it. Oh, I'm paying £1.56. Nobody complains, do they, apart from people like me? And then there's knobs that try and take the mickey. But I seem to remember when I had my old white van that fuel prices went down to 90p a litre. Just dropped. For some reason they just dropped. I don't know why, but it was absolute bargain to fill my tank up. But it's what it is, isn't it? I mean, what it is, the apathy in this world now. I remember when the last increase was, it was 2008-10, whenever it was. 2008 it was. Oh, Gordon Brown went out over there and told them to, can you please make more oil and stuff, and prices dropped. Don't do any of that now, do they? Don't care, do they? Too many organisations in this world that are trying to create what they want and what they think we should do. And I'm afraid to say, until it affects people, they won't realise and they won't complain, so it'll just keep going on and on. But that's it. I ain't talking no more about that. Here comes Tom, the turbo catcher. Is it?
That sounds horrible.
That'll dry, mate. Go all in your van.
That's right, yeah. All the tools.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll block that out, will you? Brilliant. You off then?
Yeah, I'm out.
Hey, you enjoyed it?
It's been good, yeah.
Made a change and got some fresh air in your lungs, hasn't it? So
yeah.
That's nice to see you before August. Do you know what I mean? So
Before it gets hot.
you like it when it's hot, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Is that really heavy, that box?
It is a bit. It's not massively heavy, it's alright.
Yeah.
Just digs in on the sides here.
Does it?
Yeah. Made some padding. Yours got failed, mate.
Yeah, I got a tenner from Breakaway Tackle.
I'll get some failed.
Yeah, but you need to put it on with some tie wraps, otherwise it moves. When you put it on your back, it'll swing round, and you think, fucking hell. So yeah, tie wraps on it, but you can always take some gear out of that, because I expect you've got more than you need, haven't you? You've probably got everything in there, haven't you?
Yeah, nearly.
That you've got, yeah.
Yeah. We did lighten it down once. Took nearly half an hour.
Because then you can carry my water once we lightened it.
I think that's what's weighing me down. I think I've got 2 bottles of water in it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Probably just weighing it down.
Well, you beat me, Tom, because I can't stop there for another 6 hours and then catch a fish and say, yay! We both caught.
How long are you stopping for?
I'm literally, when I get here and the water starts creeping up to me, that's it. So what's that?
Wait another 45 minutes maybe?
So, yeah, probably. So another 10 minutes and we're at 2 hours after low, aren't we?
You got time?
Yeah. Don't matter. If I get them at 9 o'clock, it don't matter, does it? As long as I get my dinner, then that Karen ain't got to cook, is she?
Yeah.
Because that is a pink job, cooking, mate. In my generation, it is.
Is it?
But she'd say everything's a pink job. Because she just wants sympathy, doesn't she? You know what she's like, don't you?
I'm not saying anything.
Mate, it's been a pleasure. And it's like you've come out with me on my birthday, because it's pretty close, isn't it?
Very close, yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much, mate, for
That's
coming.
all right.
It's been an enjoyment.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just in Skegness, and I come past, and I literally went past Doug's house, and I thought, right, I'll go in there and get some bait, so I got some bait. Come past, saw you, and then went to my last job, finished that off and down here, so.
Because when I said to you I'm probably going tomorrow, you didn't say anything, and I thought you said about it for later on in the week, but
yeah, no, I could have planned this day for whichever day really. I didn't. It wasn't solidly booked in, you know. I could have booked it any time, so.
Right, mate. Well, you best gear off before your dinner dries up in the oven.
Sounds starving.
Well, you can always stop off and get something, can't you?
Yeah, I might get a burger.
You're off to Skeggy, yeah?
No, I'll probably go back that way.
Alright, mate, nice seeing you.
Yeah, right,
I'll see you during the week and drop some cards off, and I'll pick a card up if that's alright.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Alright then, Tom. See you later. There goes Tom on the long walk back. Full of jubilations of catching a turbot. I think my long hop back or stumble back will be full of dread and full of joy of being in such an environment with the sun on my face. It was only a few weeks ago, literally 3 weeks ago, moaning about how cold the north wind was. And I'll be going up there thinking to myself, you didn't catch, did you, Vern? Tom's just made that little slope there look easy, but for me, it's going to take me probably 4 times as long to get up that slope as what it does Tom. Ah, it's absolutely cracking being here. Look, just look at that. I don't know whether you can see it. I'll move you around slowly. We don't want to get, but yeah, the sun's up there and the beach is just vast, and it's exactly the same the other side, but you won't see it because of this outfall pipe here. But what a cracking place to be to fish. It would be better to catch. Tom's on the concrete now. He's going, he's leaving me. Tom's leaving me. Tom's gone. I'm all on my own. Never mind. Be nice to catch a fish. I certainly wouldn't want to fish this up to high water and then fish high water. That's something you do, I would do probably 5 years ago. Get them at 3 in the morning, blank, get up for work at 6. Can't do that no more. Now, as lovely it is being there with the sun on you, this fantastic environment to look at, the sea, hearing the waves, I'm ready to catch a fish. I am at that point now where I need to catch a fish. But I think I've got one more cast in me. I've got it baited up on the tripod. But fishing the tide and following it back, so like you're fishing the flood, is easy. You just knock out, you've seen me. Take your stuff back, come back, knock your drag off so it's on the clicker, and then pick everything up and walk back. That tripod is as light as anything. I doubt if it even weighs a pound in weight. Well, I don't think it does. It's just aluminium and it's just light. It's fantastic, that tripod. There are other tripods. They all do the same job, but some are lighter than others. And that, well, if I was going if I had good hips and I was, well, I'd just take that everywhere with me. I know you can get bigger tripods, so you can get the rod up in the air. That would be, yeah, I'd probably get, if I needed to, I'd probably get an Ian Gold 7 foot, just for that. But that's match fishermen, isn't it, where they want to get it right up. It don't matter to me, I'm just pleasure fishing. I'll bring you back when I reel that in, we cast that again. Look at this. Look at this. We've got bloody Tom here with his drone. Might get some drone footage then, mightn't we? got a bit of water there now. That was jammed. That was stuck in the sand, it was. Right, last cast. Well, as soon as Tom turned up with the drone, it was gone again. Whether his battery was low, I don't know, but yeah. I thought he was going to drop the drone down in front of me while I reel in. But he's at the van. He can't even see the bloody thing. Well, he can. He's got a monitor, hasn't he? Right. Let's see what this is like. Oh, shit. Just unhooked it. Slightly different place. Absolutely beautiful it is there. Right, time for a move back. Get out of the way of this water coming in. It'll come in quite quickly from what I remember, because I'm still going uphill slightly, but from my truck, my trolley, it's downhill, very flat and downhill, so it don't take long to move. So what I'll do is I'll set this all up here. I'm going to put my rig away now, get that put away, the weight put away, so that I'm up to date, so that when I reel that in, I'll move everything back again, so that I can move a tripod back, let that bait have a bit of a soak, because it is a full squid, and I think the crabs will switch off now. So we'll give that a bit of a soak, chance of a fish. It is my session now. Tom beat me, he slaughtered me, he turned up, won the trophy, first place, and walked off and left me in shame. But I'm still there for a bonus fish for myself, for this video, for me personally. But I'm going to put some bits and bobs away, and then I'll take my trolley back so far, take the rod back again, and the box, so that then when I reel in, I can walk it back a bit more. I can put everything on the trolley, walk it back a bit more, and then that gives me plenty of time then just to put everything away out of the way of the water, so I ain't got to do it here. Yeah, I've enjoyed today, it's been good. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It ain't over yet, so don't go yet. You know, the faithful Verns fishing followers. What's all this about? It's a bit power to the people. Do you remember that? I used to scream that out at the top of my voice. Old Wolfie. Used to absolutely love Citizen Smith. It was one of my favourites. Probably the first Lambretta I saw as well. Probably where my love for a Lambretta come from, but a love for I've got one. Not that I go on these Lambretta weekends, but used to want to when I was little, but obviously not now. Right, I'll bring you back when there's something to show. Oh dear. Well, the bait is still on. It is what it is, isn't it? I've had a cracking day today. It was my birthday yesterday. I'm 56 now, not 60, Brett, cheeky monkey. So yeah, I've had a great day yesterday. I've had a great day today. Everything's great, isn't it? How can it be so great, eh? It's always got to be something wrong, ain't there? Well, we've talked about that, as in the drive here. Me not catching fish, that ain't great, is it? And well, there ain't a lot else, is there, apart from I didn't bring enough food. But yeah, water's coming in. First time I've fished over low water here, I believe, and I will do it again. It was very encouraging seeing Tom pull out a turbot over low water. So if that can happen for Tom, maybe one day it might happen for me. But yeah, this has been fishing at Sandylands, and I've really enjoyed myself, as I've just said. So next time you see me, I'm going to be at a new mark. That's right, I'm going to be at a new mark. Where's this wind? I'm trying to block the wind. I'm going to be at a new mark. I'm not going to tell you where it is. You're just going to have to wait to see and find out. And hopefully it'll be exciting. Hopefully we'll catch, because I can't keep blanking. I am catching, then blanking for some reason. But I really thought I might have caught some, but I didn't. So thanks for watching this. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks for comments, thumbs up, and for what all of you do for watching these videos and comment and thumbs up. Let's give it a huge thumbs up. Let's see if we can get it higher. Please. What else can you say? But yeah, this has been Sandylands. Next time you see me, it'll be at a new mark. So in this glorious sunshine, I'll see you anon. I'm just gonna turn it on for you to get excited.